Hi, I'm Sasan Kasravi with Proteus Debate Academy. We are a YouTube channel that makes free content for debaters and debate coaches to try to bring some equity and improvement to the debate community. And this is going to be kind of a weird video because I'm going to be talking about how and why you should do what we do. And I guess I'll start with the why because there's just a few reasons. It'll be pretty quick, right? Why should you make videos and other debate related content? First is if you want to, then you should. It's very easy. And I'm going to talk you through every step of the way and show you exactly what we do, how we're set up, and all that. The other reason is because it's probably good for the community, right? For there to be dialogue, discussion, tips, resources, all of that probably fosters a healthier community than not having it. Especially since, a lot of the most experienced schools have a competitive incentive to try to keep some stuff in-house, right? It's harder for people who are outside of a well-established program to hear from people who have any level of experience. So that's another reason you should do it. And the last reason is because I think it'll make this, what I do here, more interesting, right? There's a remote chance, right, that you are going to want to make the exact same content that I want to make, and that you are better at doing it than me. One, I think that's fair. But two, that might motivate me to, or not just motivate, but that might give me some sense of how to improve at what I do. So that would be dope. But more importantly, you're probably not going to make or want to make the exact same content that I make. And maybe you do want to do, say, I don't know, a round analysis. You're not going to be looking for and talking about the same things that I look for and talk about. And that means that we just fill niches in the whatever this is, the debate assistance content. I'm not the first person to make videos like this, and more people have started doing this since Paul and I started doing it, and I think that's dope. I'm excited to see it. Okay, let's just start with the very basics. You're sitting there, you're watching this video, and you're now pondering the idea of whether or not you should make a YouTube channel and do a quick lecture or round analysis, or talk about your favorite debate round, or how you got started with debate, just something, right? Well, the first thing that you're going to want is a YouTube account. So I'm not going to show you setting up a Google account, but what you're probably going to want to do is you're going to want to go on Google, create a new account, and that will create an email address for your YouTube account and for a way for people to reach you if they need to. I've occasionally had people email me. And we'll also create a channel on which you can post your content. It also creates a Google Drive on which you can host some of the things that you want to use for the channel, in case you're not you don't want to store it on your hard drive, or if you want to make your channel with somebody else like Paul and I do. We made a Google Drive so that we could share some templates for PowerPoints, or I could put the Proteus logo up there. So as you're making that, you're going to be okay, I need some sort of name. And I don't know how you're going to come up with your name. We came up with our name because we had a mutual professor who I really respect and look up to, and I knew that if I wanted to make a debate academy, originally the idea was that it would what if we coached and had students and stuff. that was when I came up with Proteus Debate Academy. Proteus was named after a project that he assigned, but Proteus is a Greek minor god who can change his form, and to be Protean is to be highly adaptable, and so I thought that was a cool name, that it projected like a cool ethos for what I think is important in debate, right? To not only adapt to your audience and judges, but also to change your own form and become whoever you want to be, like through debate. I bet you never thought that there was that much thought that went into the name, but that's what I do. I put too much thought into things. So for the sake of this example, let's say you want your channel to be called Debate Sucks, and you're going to spell that S-U-X, and you're gonna name it that because it's cool and kind of like playful, but also kind of sets like a little counterculture narrative, maybe lowers expectations for the quality of your content so that you can maybe pleasantly surprise people. Okay, so what do you want to do from there? Well, I'll show you. And I will explain all of this also in just a moment. So what you're going to do is you're going to go on the internet and you are going to look up free fonts. Now, the Proteus logo was made by a friend of mine, Rami, who is a graphic designer, and just made that for us for free. But you're going to go on this website, 1001 Fonts, and you're going to type in here in the preview the name of your new debate channel, and it's going to be Debate Sucks. You can see that I already tested this to see if it would work, but I didn't pick one. So what happens here is it shows you all of the potential, like, 1001 fonts, and you can go by category, like, oh, I kind of like this vibe. You can see here, like, oh, it's a calligraphy thing. We're gonna go with this one. So what I'm gonna do is instead of downloading it, because I don't really want to type anything else in this font, what I'm going to do is I'm going to your machine, your computer will have a screenshot. For me, it's Windows key Shift S, and that lets me crop apart. Why is it like this? That's horrific. That's not what I wanted at all. Okay, here we go. Rectangular. So then there we go. I'm doing this, and I've now saved that screenshot. That's my logo, but we kind of want probably a background. So what you're going to do is you're going to, or like a logo of some kind. We have the trident because of Proteus, right? You never questioned it. Why Proteus? Why a trident, right? Now you know. What you're going to look up is free graphics. And go here, and you're going to scroll around. And we are going to go with, beautiful. Sure, download. Attribution required? Sure, I will attribute this to someone. Here's the thing, I don't really care about like intellectual property law. I think it's at best a joke, and at worst the worst thing ever that's ever happened. Next, you're going to want a program called GIMP. This is your free alternative to Photoshop. I have it. It's installed right here. So you're going to open up GIMP. Takes a minute. And this is what you're going to use to make your logo. This is what you're going to use to make what's the word I'm looking for? Thumbnails for the videos. I don't always make thumbnails. I have varying degrees of like work I feel like putting in to this sort of thing. But let's see, where did that go? we're gonna go here, open that up, and beautiful. There's a JPEG file. We're gonna extract that. I'll just, for the sake of this, we'll just put it right there. Why not? Why not? Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into GIMP and we are going to open. We're going to get the, where's my name? There's my name. This picture, it asks me this, I never know, but sure, yes. Great. And we are also going to open as a layer, and we're gonna go to the pictures, and then the screenshots, and then at the bottom should be your screenshot. You can tell that I screenshot a lot, except that this screenshot didn't save there. Why didn't it save there? Is it in my pictures? Screenshot. The worst content anyone's ever made. Yeah, what is going on here? Why doesn't that screenshot save where I wanted it to save? We'll go back to the free font and then we'll do this. Why does it not save where I would like? Oh, because I didn't save it. I just, it was on the clipboard, but I should have saved it or something. Here we go. Whatever. I'm pretty sure I can just copy it from here and go to here. Great. Oh, wow. That is horrifically small. But I think it might just be because this layer is really big. So why don't we call this text, and then we'll go here, and then there's the scale button right there, and then we'll make this smaller, and this isn't gonna look great, but that's okay because it's just a demonstration. Demonstration, and then we're gonna crop all that stuff out. What the hell did I just do? Okay, we're going to crop this stuff out because it doesn't look good. Okay. All right. Maybe move that a little bit more. Okay. Nope, still doesn't look great. How about this? Beautiful. Okay. Obviously, we don't want that white background, so we're gonna. Boom, white background gone. And you see there's like a little bit of white still there, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to click here and then kind of drag it to the bottom right a little bit more, which makes it get more of that stuff. Or not, but that's okay. Maybe it'll just look cool, look like cool shadows. I'm going to get this stuff. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay. And I'm going to now highlight all of this, and if I hold shift I can add stuff. So yeah, I want all of that, yes. And I'm going to add, whoops, add all of this and all of this. And it's not going to look great, but I'm going to go over here to the brush and I'm going to pick a color. We're going to go with, it's kind of too Proteus-like. What's going to look good? I don't know, maybe like a disgusting yellow? Sure, we're going to go with a disgusting yellow. And because it's highlighted, it's not going to paint in the background. So boom, debate sucks. and gonna go here, move that there, and we're gonna go here. We're going to export debate sucks logo. And you want it great quality. Why not? Great. You have a logo now. I'm not going to save any of that. Which, I don't know where we exported that, but we'll find that later. Doesn't matter. Okay, we have a logo. You have a YouTube channel. You want to make a video now, right? You want to record some sort of content. Well, what you're going to want is this thing right here called OBS Studio, or is it just OBS? You're going to go here. Boom. This is how you get it. This is where you download it. It's free. It's what you use to record content. And it lets you do screen capture, which you're looking at, video capture, lets you use a microphone. Let's see what that looks like. We're here in OBS. You can see this is like showing what the screen is recording, and it's creating this infinite tunnel right here because I'm recording it. But down here there is a video capture device and a display capture, and the way I did that is I just clicked here, and then I was like, I want you to capture the display, and I want you to capture video. And when you do that, when you want to capture video, it's like, hey, what do you want to get video out of? My laptop has a webcam in it. It's not great. I can show you what that looks like. Video capture device. Sure, I guess I have to give it a name, and we're going to go with the integrated camera. Here it is. This is what the webcam looks like, right? But I don't think that looks particularly good. So what do I use for the videos? And not all of them. A couple of them were recorded with that video. Paul has a webcam, I think, that he uses. I use my phone. So there is a app. It is called Epoch Cam, and you download it on your phone. You also download something on your computer. It lets you connect via USB or Wi-Fi and record using your phone as a camera. Your phone, if you have a smartphone, which you probably do, has a much better camera in it than your laptop is likely to have. Or even, like, it's better than most affordable webcams because you paid like $1,000 for that thing. I use a microphone to record the audio. The microphone that I use is this blue Snowball. As you can tell, it sounds very good in my opinion. It's a USB microphone. So let's take a look at my setup. Well, okay. This is my laptop. It's a ThinkPad. It's not fancy. And over here I have my microphone. I just keep it out of frame, and I have a book right behind the laptop. This is my Nietzsche and Turin book, and I put that there, and then I put the phone on top of it, and then I point it at myself. Up here is a big window. That gives lots of light, and then I also have this fan light on. So that creates enough light that I never really need to worry about lighting. Now it makes it so that I can't. Well, it makes it so that I can't record during the evenings, but I'm probably trying to spend time with my girlfriend then and like watch Alone on Netflix or something. So that doesn't really bother me. This is also the setup I use to teach. Where am I? How does this work? I am in a spare bedroom. I have a 2-bedroom house that I live in. and I work out of this room. I teach out of this room since everything's online now. And then I also record music, and I've kind of made this into a music studio. Over here is the couch that you sometimes see in Proteus videos. And I would just move this stuff slightly over, and then Paul and I can sit there and we can discuss. That's really it. So now you've recorded the video. Oh, so you can use the display capture stuff, and you can then go on YouTube and watch a video, and that video will be there. What you can also do is you can make a slideshow, right? So I'm just gonna show you what all of our like online like stuff looks like. So let's go into the Google Drive for Proteus. So once you make your this is my personal Google Drive. Once you make your other email account, you can link them. So here's my personal email account, here's my work one, and then here's a Proteus one. So let's go into the Proteus one. And you can see here that there is some, our case eval thing, that was really good. I liked it a lot. But actually it's not on this. The folder that I wanted to show is on my personal one. It's just shared. It's down here. It's pinkish. It says Proteus. Okay. So when we started in May of 2019, it looks like, we made a bunch of like, oh, here's like a to-do list, and here's where we'll put like our stuff, and we don't use most of it. I think the ones that we do use is like the slides, and let's take a look at that. So we have every theory argument Paul could think of, and these are a little hard to make the first time because you want to establish like an aesthetic, what font sizes, what background color, what font colors. But this is a lecture that Paul gave. But the thing is that let's say I wanted to give another lecture right now. I wanted to make a PowerPoint. Well, what I would do is I would go here, I will copy the entire presentation. Example of a slideshow. And then I'd just change stuff around. I wouldn't even like, you don't even have to reframe the picture. You can just like click on it and then change the picture. You just come here and you're like, how to make a slideshow. Be as lazy as possible because no one watches the lecture videos. Okay, that's not entirely true, but they're less popular content, and they take a lot more effort to make. And then when you want to present, boom, present. And here we are. This is the slideshow. And you can use the mouse. You can use the and you can set. I don't know if you can see my mouse right now. I don't think you can, because you can set OBS's display capture option to record or not record the mouse. So you can just set it to not record the mouse, and then you don't have to worry about this being in the way. Or you can just move it to the side, and then no one will notice that there's a slight indent in black there. And you can use the space button, the arrow buttons, and you can give your lecture, and you'll be in the corner. I made a video where I made a fake green screen. I don't have a green screen. I just used the I basically used Zoom's fake green screen, and then screen capped the zoom, whatever. It wasn't worth it. It didn't look great. So here's how you make a lecture video. If you want to make a round analysis, you just have a YouTube video playing here, and you'll be in the corner. I can't see myself in the corner right now, but I trust that I don't look like an idiot. And sometimes I'll be talking about something, like in one of the recent videos I was talking about this kid's like Batman sticker, but I didn't realize that my head in the bottom right corner was blocking your view of that sticker half the time I was talking about it. But it's whatever, because that's not what is important. Let's see, what else do we have in this folder? We have, where's the, here we go. We have some evals that I did some time back. These were dope. I liked it a lot. I'm still going to do something with that evaluation thing. I think it's one of the coolest things we've made. But here we have some like pictures and the students. We don't have any students, as you can see from this empty folder. But you can also see some old pictures of Paul and I, because we didn't know, were we making a website or what are we doing. Here is Paul's beautiful headshot. Here is I don't know, a picture of me outside the Walt Disney Family Museum with Ross Blotcher, who has a vaguely famous podcast. Okay. I don't make scripts for videos. That's not entirely true. If we go here, okay, so this is a very long, very complicated video I've been working on for about a year now. And by working on for a year, I mean I'll work really hard for 2 days and then not work on it for about 6 months. So here I have written out kind of a script, and I used a spreadsheet instead of like a doc, but you can use whatever you want, right? I just like spreadsheets. But the thing I don't like about people who script their videos is, one, like, writing the way you speak is a developed skill, and I can kind of do it, but more importantly, when people are reading off of a script, I find they're always doing this. Like, they're talking, they're like blah 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 blah, and it's just super distracting to me. And I don't know, it just creates an unnecessary barrier. But let's see. Is there anything? Oh, video editing. Right. So you've recorded your video now. And you can upload it directly to YouTube. And it'll just kind of have like have a little bit of an awkward start, an awkward middle. Maybe there's some awkward stuff in the middle. Maybe it has an awkward ending. Or maybe the type of video that you want to make is more involved with video editing, right? So what you're going to want is you're going to want to get a piece of video editing software called Shotcut, which is also free. Here comes the lag. Okay. Here is Shotcut once it opens up. In the meantime, can you think of which band has had every member separately inducted into the Songwriting Hall of Fame? It's not the Beatles, which is everyone's guess. Paul and John are in. George and Ringo are not. Okay, here is Shotcut. So it looks super intimidating, but what you care about is when you are in OBS Studio. I'll move this so that you can see. You start with it says start recording there. Now it says stop. Once you hit stop, it will automatically put some videos in a folder that you've designated as wanting them to go in. Probably your default videos folder. Here you can see like a bunch of videos that we've recorded. And in fact, you can see a bunch of, this happens every time I record a video. It starts out with a lot of this. Hey, I'm Sasan Kasravi with Proteus Debate Academy, and we make YouTube videos that are based on stuff we know about debate in the hopes that it can help you or someone out there. Okay, that's kind of how I want to start, but not quite. And then I'll do like, I don't know. This was a pretty bad one. This is 1, 2, 3. It's like 9. This one, it doesn't have a thumbnail yet because it's still recording. Now let's say you can't say the word thumbnail yet, and you want to make it appear magically as though you can. What you're going to want to do is go into Shotcut. And then when you go into Shotcut, there's a lot going on here. But at the most basic level, here's what you're going to do. You're going to open a file and go to where your videos are stored, and then you go to that video, and boom, here it is. Hey, now, this is showing you the video that you selected, but what you're going to want to do is hit this plus sign right here. Hey, I'm Sasan Kasravi with Proteus. Is going to make it appear in this timeline. From this timeline, you can create another like layer. Like if you want to put a logo like on top, you can get the picture file for that logo, create a separate video track, add it on. Maybe you want to add some background music, add some audio tracks. If you want to cut something up, then you're like, hey, I'm going to come over here, I'm going to hit the letter S, and that is going to split the video right where I selected it, except really slowly right now because, okay, yeah, so you can move that apart, or you can now have this section. You hit delete, you hit remove on this part, and boom, it's like it didn't happen. And with now Proteus Debate at great. And then when you're done, obviously you want to save along the way, but when you're done, you export the video. Let's do that. We're going to export this video. It's going to be like, oh, here's a bunch of stuff that is super confusing, but you just want to hit export file and sample. And there's basically, the long story short is there's a lot of different ways to export. Like let's say you're a professional, like, I don't know, you want to make a DVD menu. You can do that, and you have to export it in the type of way that a DVD menu video file needs to be exported. But most likely you're not doing that, and that's why the default settings are basically set for, hey, you're a person and you're trying to put something on YouTube, right? Let me do that. Over here you'll see how long a video takes to export, and this is highly misleading because here this is going to take about 2 minutes, but that's because the video is only one video track, and it's 15 seconds long. When I do like a 2.5 hour analysis video, and I want to like edit the beginning or middle, or God forbid put a logo on there, like that'll take 3-4 hours for me to export because of my video card. And that's why these videos can be a super involved and boring process sometimes, because yeah, the video took 3 hours to record, if not more, right? If I'm not cutting anything out, maybe it takes less, but then I have to come in and do the video editing. While I'm doing that video editing, like that's going to take some time, and then I export it, and that's going to take a bunch of hours. But then when we're finally done with that stuff, we can put it on YouTube, And that, again, takes a bunch of hours. So let's go on YouTube. All right. Actually, I don't want to. Here, we'll go on my actual. Okay, so here is youtube.com. You've seen it before. You're looking at it right now. But what you're going to have is you're going to go here. Well, okay. Oh, then I get some sort of... Right up, someone's upset. Might be a reference to Whiplash. Okay, in a second we're going to hit upload video here. But first let me show you... YouTube Studio, in case you're not familiar with it. So this is going to be like the main hub that tells you how your channel is doing. Like for example, we have 29 subscribers in the last 28 days. That's pretty dope. Here's how this new video is doing. It's 7 out of 10 of our last 10 uploads. Probably because we didn't post it on Reddit or anything like that. And you can go on video analytics and it'll tell you like, oh, here is how long people watched it for, and like, did you do a good job? Like, it just sets a bar that you can use to keep track of stuff. You can answer comments through here if you want to. I don't like to because it doesn't show you, like, I could respond to this person right now. I could be like, oh, I like that thing you said. But anyway, is this done? Okay, that's done. Nope, no it's not. It's at 88%. Okay. So, okay. We'll just wait a few seconds. I guess we just have to wait. 20 seconds. The band was Queen. Freddie Mercury obviously wrote Bohemian Rhapsody. Brian May wrote a lot of great songs. 39. Fat Bottom Girls, I think. John Deacon wrote a lot of hits. Another one, Bites the Dust. Roger Taylor wrote a lot of great songs. I'm in Love with My Car comes to mind, but I don't think that's what they probably inducted him in for. So anyway, yes, the answer was Queen. Every member of Queen has been separately inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and also into the Hall of Fame for uninteresting biopics. So that took about 5 minutes to export. Usually takes a lot longer. Okay, so this exports it into a separate place just because I don't want my hard drive to get like really full really quickly. But this is, I think, already... No. Sure, I guess I can just hit create from here. Okay, upload video. So we're going to come here and we're going to not be in pictures. We're going to be in the separate video one, and I think it's called sample. Here we go. Okay. So here you are. You're uploading your sample, and you can save a description that is going to be put there. I like to. And then I need a title, and it's going to be I'm not actually going to let this video go on the channel. And it's going to take a little while to upload. Okay, now it's uploaded. Again, that takes a lot longer when the video's 2.5 hours long. But when that's happened, it's gonna it's processing. We'll get to there in a second. Video elements. Add subtitles. I don't. Add cards. We'll add an end screen thing later. It's going to be like, hey, you didn't copyright any of the stuff, which in our movies I show my debaters video, it was a problem. Okay, so here, what we usually do is we schedule it. Partly because by the time I'm done with like the uploading and processing, whatever. Maybe it's like 2 a.m. or something. But also because the videos take a while to process in HD. It's done now, but again, when the video is 2 hours long, sometimes it takes like, I don't know, a couple hours or something. So in that case, I'll just pick a day. Or if it's like I'm trying to get a analysis video out every Friday, I'll be like, hey, this should come out next Friday at noon in my time zone. I don't really know if that's a great time, but it seems fine. Now that it's uploaded and updated and all that, okay, so you can see here that it will automatically suggest 3 thumbnails. A lot of our videos, I just pick one of those 3 and go with it. But when I want to make a thumbnail, what I do is I go to the video that I just made while it's processing on YouTube, and I open it up in a video player, and then I make a full screen.
Hey, I'm Sasan Kasravi with Proteus Debate Academy.
I just hit pause. And I'll try to find a face that doesn't look too stupid. This is a great example of a face that does look stupid, but it's the best we can do right now, let's say. And then I'm going to just do a screenshot right here. And then while YouTube is doing all its stuff, we're going to go into our photo editing stuff again. And we're going to go open picture. How did screen? Oh, it's right up top. Screenshots. Now we're gonna look at the most recent. Here we are. We're gonna get this thing. Sure, that color is gonna look really gross with this background, but that's fine. This video is terrible. And then I can make that bigger. I would probably want to in this case. Boom. Maybe move that around using the little... Oh, you have to like land it right on the text. I hate that. This is why your favorite YouTubers are really video editors. Like, they're like content creators, but like really they're video editors. Like they're like, oh, I play guitar a lot. Like, no, you play guitar sometimes, but you mostly do video editing. And then again, we come here, we export this sample sample, and then we're gonna put this over here also. Export. Compression level is the opposite of like the quality one. The farther to the right it is, the more compressed and smaller and lower detail the picture is, and you would think, okay, so then I want to not compress it at all, but what's going to happen when you do that is YouTube is going to say that the maximum size for a thumbnail is 4 megabytes, and this is going to be like 16 megabytes, and I don't know, I think like 5 ought to do it. So we're going to export that. We're going to go back into YouTube. We're going to upload thumbnail. We're going to go to the proper folder if we can find it. How is this stuff so difficult every time? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Great. And I'm just gonna hover here to. Great. It's now we have a thumbnail. So the last thing to do is it's going to be like, hey, is this made for kids? Now, I know what you're thinking. Your channel is made for kids. But I don't think so. Like, one, we really make this for coaches. Just that the coaches are way too, they just never comment. But we make this for people who are adults. Additionally, if you look at our analytics on the analytics page, Da-da-da. Zero children watch our YouTube channel. It's only 18 to 24-year-olds and 25 to 34-year-olds. But also 0 women watch our videos. I don't know how that's possible, because we sometimes get a notification when someone subscribes, and we have a lot of subscribers, as far as I can tell, who are women or young women. And I don't know. I was really excited to see that a lot of recent NSDA Nats winners were women, young women, because I can do round analyses of those rounds. But yeah, so working on that. But the point is, no children. So I don't select that this is for kids. Over here in video elements, I don't know why it's not letting me. Oh, okay. So if it was longer than 25 seconds, it would let me just like do the end screen thing, and it'll give me a couple options. It'll be like, do you want to link to a specific video, or do you want us to use our algorithm to tell the person watching this what video they should watch next? For most of the videos, I'll say use the algorithm, right? Because maybe you've already seen the video I'm recommending, or maybe I want you to be recommended something more recent than what you just watched. But other times, like, a video will very specifically relate to another video. Like, we will do a video on how to answer theory, and at the end I'm like, well, let's also link the one that like explains how to construct a theory argument. I would do that. And then yeah, this is all that there is to it. And then you just upload it, and sometimes people will comment on your stuff, and then you see what they said by clicking the little bell thing. What did this person say? I don't get the. Oh, it's because he was telling them that they should be working. Funny. And that's basically it. That is everything I know how to do, and everything that is involved with making these videos. I think you should do it. I think if any of this seemed, I don't know, it's doable. It's very doable. We just made a video in the span of time that it took to record this video, and it could have been posted on YouTube. You can also do live streams. We did that. We didn't really enjoy it. One of the things I should say about Epic Cam is you get a lot of the issue that you just saw. It didn't used to happen as much, but yeah, I've been having some lag issues. I'm going to try to figure it out, but it's a lot cheaper than getting a webcam, and I don't know, I don't make any money from this, so I don't know. I don't think you should spend money on this sort of thing. Like, I have my mic, but I don't know, I use that a lot for work, so I can rationalize it that way. Ask me questions. I'm happy to help you get off the ground. Even if once you're off the ground, you want to make others believe that you got no help whatsoever along the way, it's fine. I just want more stuff out there. I think that would be cool. I think you would enjoy doing that. I've enjoyed making Proteus videos. I've enjoyed the people that I've gotten to know and interact with in the process of that. And it helps with skills that relate to other things. Like Paul, believe it or not, when we started Proteus, wanted to build his online teaching resume because he thought that would be a niche that he could fill. And then the pandemic made everyone equal. Like it was not at all special. I wanted to learn video editing and running like a YouTube channel and stuff like that, in case that's something that I want to do for other outside ventures. And I'm learning that, and it's way better to learn with an audience there, right? Because you motivate yourself, and people don't, with the competition for this kind of thing is so low that no one has ever, I mean, maybe people have overlooked our videos because of the low production value, but like I don't think so. And when people have said like, hey, the production value of the channel's like really improved, like this is all the production value there is, right? It's natural lighting with bright, natural looking light bulbs I got at the store. My phone is my camera, free software, and a microphone that I think cost $50. Anyway, I've talked enough. This is cool. You should do it. It'll be fun. Did I not hit stop? I thought I did. Is this still going?